Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Salt. This is a relatively short, atmospheric, point-and-click adventure game made by Wormwood Studios, the same developers that spawned the game Primordia, which is, at the time of this recording, an ongoing series on my channel. Salt is considerably shorter than Primordia, but still an interesting experience. And it's based on a shipwreck, I believe, or some sort of related incident. And that's all I know about it. I didn't read up on the incident itself. I haven't played anything with this game. I just know that it's by Wormwood Studios, and they're an awesome studio. Primordia was a great game. Is a great game. So we're gonna find out what Salt is all about by starting a new game. Helena. Helena. Let me hear your voice once more, my love. What? Helena? Oh, damnation. All I want is to sleep. Stop. Stop! Okay then. This is quite interesting. A salt barrel. It's for preserving. Must find the source of that infernal racket. Okay, so there's a fire. It's dead and cold. So we seem to be in an icy wasteland, more or less, or either that or on some sort of ship, maybe? Below deck. A fire axe. A fire axe, as if one were necessary. I feel like I should be reading this in an old English accent or something. Must find the source of that infernal racket. Captain Taylor's log, my journal and treatises. In short, nothings. That was a little unexpected. To right-click on the lighter. Looks like a lighter. Can I pick it up, or do I need to find the source? Yeah, I need to find the source of that infernal racket. Seize, demons! Let's go below decks. Oh, it's a bit louder here. Oh, wait, is that Morse code? Somehow the ship's wireless telegraph is still receiving communications. Until I can silence it, I'll have no rest or peace. Unfortunately, it's protected by a cage that Captain Taylor ordered built to keep meddlers away from the equipment. Captain Taylor, huh? It's beyond my reach. There's a drawer. Haggard, frost-bitten half-animal. It is time for me to rest. A clock. The frost and salt spray caused it to stop long ago. In any event, what does time matter now? Okay. Myself. Oh, I was right-clicking on me, not the drawer. There we go. My scalpel, my last linen bandage. Can I access the drawer? Oh no, I got the scalpel and the bandage, okay. So we need to find a way to see why. Why is he wanting to turn off the? I don't know. It sounds like he's been out here a while. That seems excessive, I suppose. Let's grab a lighter. A flint lighter. Lovely. Some parchment over there. Salt. Dumping some salt on it would probably corrode it beyond use. That's my first thought. We have an eye lighter. Sorry, that just cracked me up a little bit. Let's see. No, I don't care to. Alright. It's dead and cold. It's dead and cold. And it's very dirty. Oh, radio antenna. Some sort of metal sheath corroded by salt. That's probably what it's receiving. It's riveted into place. Maybe the scalpel? Oh. To what purpose? That was worth a shot, I suppose. Oh, mast. The Elysian's mast is covered with frost, so we're on the Elysian, huh? Cannot be climbed. There's a lamp over here. I don't know if it works, though. Okay, so somehow we need to figure out how to either receive the message that's here or turn the damn thing off. What could we do with the things we have, though? Is there anywhere beyond this we can go, or not? Whoops. That's a door. Door to the deck. Ah. Anything with a piping or anything like that? Oh, a sheath. Some sort of metal sheath running from the wireless telegraph. Not so wireless after all, I suppose. It's riveted into place. So, I'm guessing that leads to the antenna outside, right? Is it possible... What kind of sheath? Is it a metal sheath, or... No. Yeah, metal sheath. Bummer. Let's see here. Entirely sure what we could do here. I don't know why we'd be getting a bandage if we're not going to take a wound, but I don't know, I guess we'll find out. So he doesn't want to take the fire axe. There's nowhere here we can go, looks like. Yeah, no, we only have these two rooms. That's not quite what I wanted to do. The wood is spent. Okay. Maybe... No, there must be some record of what has passed. I guess that's understandable, despite the fact that he was saying it was useless. Probably not the best idea to... Corroded by salt. See, it's riveted into place, so I would guess we would need to either unscrew it or mess with it somehow. To what purpose? I don't know what that was going to do, but it's, I'm already finding this a little hard to understand exactly what I'm supposed to do here. Frost and salt spray cause it to stop. Okay. Then... Taking silence will have no rest of peace. maybe we can fill the bandage with some salt and dump it on there? That's my current thought. To what purpose? Nope. That's apparently not the answer. It's a dead compass. So why is that? Huh? He said something. Ah, here we go. I've long since given up trying to wake myself from this nightmare. Understandably. Well, this is desolate, isn't it? Yeah. I love this. The first 5 minutes and we're already stuck. Or I'm already stuck, I should say. So a little more fun facts about this game while I'm trying to figure stuff out. This was actually for a contest. I think it was like 7-day contest or something, several years back. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. And the contest is what spawned this intriguing but very confusing game. To what purpose? See, he says as if one were necessary, but I can't do anything with the radio antenna because it's rooted into place. Whoops. I didn't want to cut myself. See, and I tried to cut the radio antenna, and that I figure that's what I would do to turn it off, but I don't know. Unless I have to stick the bandage on my head or something. To what end? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is the only... I'm pretty sure we only have these 2 rooms to work with. So I don't know if I missed something or what. And screwed onto the desk at the corners. Okay. Nothing I can do with my bare hands. Ah. Where's the screw? No. Okay, here we go on a pixel hunt. Here we go. There we go. The screw heads are covered in frost. I can't get the blade in. Do that. A breeze keeps extinguishing my flame. What breeze? The way linen burns, it would provide little heat. To what purpose? Well, he has some paper outside. That would provide some nice heat if that burns. But he doesn't seem terribly willing to pick it up. Whoops. They are pointless. Then pick one up! Oh my god. There are so many simple solutions to this problem, and none of them appear to be the answer the game wants. I mean, this right over here looks like some parchment we could pick up and burn, but for some reason the game is like saying, no, screw you. You're not going to do that. It's seeming rather silly to me, to be perfectly honest. There's something that... Why would the mask be selectable if there's nothing we can do with it? That's what I'm curious about. Stupid idea, but why not? To what purpose? Okay, fine. He's still sane. He's not completely illogical yet. Well, somewhat sane. Oh. Hold on a sec. There's a little puff there. Sorry about that, I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's see. Actually, let's figure out what exactly the message is. I wish I had a pencil and paper, because that might in of itself be a hint as to what we're supposed to do. So I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna fetch a writing utensil and some paper and write this down as best I can and figure out what we're trying to do here. Blessed be the pause button. Alright, what do we got? It's a little bit fast for me. I'm sure I could... I'm not good enough with Morse code to catch this. See, it doesn't sound like it's a constant transmission, which is why I'm confused. But oh, this is where the wind is coming in. I'm no Dutch boy and the breach is far too large. Well, we have a bandage. Stuff that in there. The breach has been caulked. Sweet. Alright, now we can figure this out. Use the lighter with... not with the table, with the screw. There we go. The lighter's not warm enough. There must be some way to quicken the reaction. I don't know, paper? Bloody sheath. That's interesting. I keep seeing a puff right there. But it's the same puff that our protagonist has when he's breathing, so I don't know. Some way to quicken the reaction. Okay, so you can unplug the breech as well. Hold on a sec. There's no reason to cut it. Well, I guess that's a solution for the one thing there for the time being, but I'm not sure. Yeah, his breath is a little buggy. That's interesting. See, I want to click on this paper, but I can't. See, I don't think salt's going to do much of anything. Maybe cut out a piece? Apparently not. Okay, so this game is not going to be nearly as clear as Primordia is about what things there are to interact with, so it's going to be more of a pixel hunt, which is kind of shitty, to be honest. That's one reason a lot of people don't play adventure games, is because they end up being a pixel hunt a lot of the time, and Primordia, the commercial game that Wormwood Studios came out with, published by Wadget, was, well, is an exception to that for the most part. But this game itself seems to be an exception, or doesn't seem to be an exception to that rule, unfortunately. Lighter's not warm enough. Is there a bottle of booze or something on deck? That's kind of my thought, because salt's not going to do anything. Ashes probably aren't going to do anything either. And I'm thinking paper, but he's not willing to take anything from the book pile. And he commented about the linen not burning well. So that's not it. So I gotta be missing something. I mean, we got plenty of paper, like, sitting around here, so... I don't know. But I did some looking off-screen, and this is... I was talking earlier about how this is based on an event that happened a couple centuries ago, actually. And it's based on the lost expedition of Franklin, or Franklin's lost expedition, that happened in the 1850s. And apparently it went over to Greenland, in the area between Greenland and Canada, or what is modern-day Canada, and got stuck there with a good number of passengers from England. That was led by Captain Sir John Franklin, sorry. Departed in 1845, never mind. With 2 ships. And the ships eventually became icebound in the Victoria Strait, and the entire expedition, including the Captain Franklin, was lost. So that's what I'm reading right now, but it looks like there's a lot more to the story. It looks like finally discovering some rather... There was an expedition sent after them to investigate, and it looks like they found some rather haunting things, including cannibalism and people freezing to death and whatnot, and some potential psychoses caused by that. But this game is loosely based on that story. It's not... We'll see where it goes with everything, but I'm not seeing any bodies. He's not talking about being hungry or anything. He's just talking about rest. So... See, there's the radio antenna. I can't grab the lamp. I can't grab either of these lamps, otherwise I'd love to. And the lamp wouldn't be the fastest solution, but it would stay lit. And if this is in the same time period, then I'm sure it would warm up the screws given a little time. But how about we just light ourselves on fire? Its warmth is trivial and wasted. I am ready for the cold. Wow. What's the description? There's no sense in cutting off the frostbite now, and I will make my quietest without this bare bodkin. Alright, well. I might say he's a little too sensible at this point. Nothing I can do with bare hands. Let's see. know, actually, probably... I'm just looking at this, and this is looking rather steampunkish. There's a lot more metal on the ship than I would expect. And the entire interior... I wasn't clicking on the mast, but whatever. And the entire interior of the ship is steel, or some sort of metal. I mean, there's a bunch of rivets. Okay, the floor is obviously wood, but... some of the design is faintly reminiscent of Geiger's work, but the interior is mostly metal. So I don't know if this is actually the same time period. So most of my rules of logic would kind of go out the window at this point. This is looking more like the 1900s or something. They did have some metal ships in the late 1800s, but most of those were steel reinforced rather than being made entirely of steel, and having metal interiors, like we're seeing with this one. So I'm not sure what to do at this point. I might have to look up a walkthrough for a game that's this short. Which kind of sucks, because I'd rather not. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. There's probably going to be some cutting out that happens with this, because this is a lot of sitting around and standing around looking ridiculous. Like, Herkadur, the answer's right there. But at least he's wanting to preserve the transmitter without actually, you know, destroying it. Or turn it off without destroying it, I should say. This is kind of his sleeping area, looks like. Around here. And this game does not seem to have a hint system, which is kind of the opposite of what Primordia was, where the hint system was a little overdone. I'm guessing there's nothing really to do with the clock, because he just reads a description about it being frosted over and corroded, so there. There's nothing we can do with the drawer. This can serve some less horrid purpose. Oh, wait, what? What? Okay, fine. So apparently I couldn't take the salt unless I needed something to catalyze a reaction. Use salt with the screw. Perhaps some salt will help melt the frost. Can I click on it? Nothing I can do with my bare hands. Scalpel with screw. Squares are covered in frost still. Conjunction of flame and salt has melted the frost. There we go, jeez. I tried that. I swear I tried that in that order, but... corrosion must have fused the screw in place, and all my work has got me is broken scalpel and a slashed palm. Oh, nuts. There's nothing I can do with my bare hands. Well, boogers. The gash is painful but not fatal. Okay, well, shoot. To the fire axe. I must tend to my hand first. Okay. Then my thought is get the frickin' get over there and take the bandage, you dumbass. And now the cold wind has returned. Did I bug it out by sticking the bandage back in there? Oh, shoot. I may have boogered it. Gash is painful enough without putting salt on it. Yeah, I think I may have boogered it by taking the bandage out and then putting it back in. That's a bit of an issue. Okay, well, then I guess I'll see you at the beginning of this game. Fuck. Okay, we're back. Now I can go through this a little bit faster. Warm enough, now I can go out and get the salt. Grab some from the salt barrel. This can serve some less horrid purpose. So I think I know... Okay, I think I might know what's sticking out of that barrel now. That might be something not entirely pleasant to think about. Conjunction of thin salt has melted the frost. Now I can try opening this with a scalpel. Ag! Corrosion must have fused the screw in place, and all my work has gotten me is a broken scalp on a slashed palm. Gash is painful but not fatal. So now we can go over to the breach and grab a bandage. Use it on ourselves. I've dropped the wound. I can use my hand now, and that is all that matters. Okay, then. Okay, so we still have some of the bandage left. That's good. Let's go ahead and save, then. Nothing I can do with my bare hands. We don't have a scalpel anymore, so we may have to resort to fire axe now. Which sucks. This may serve. Yoink. So there's a very forced logic to this one, and I'm not sure I care for it, but, to what purpose? Maybe the cage? It's probably not going to work on a cage, but we can try it. Oh, he's going to try. Apparently the cage is stronger than I am. It seems I'll need to get the key from Captain Taylor. Where the hell is Captain Taylor? Is he in the salt barrel? I can't simply reach in and take the key, and the barrel is too heavy to tilt. So Captain Taylor is apparently in the barrel. Alright, it went there. That's just freaking lovely. Burn it? I don't know. Futile. It's for preserving. It's too heavy to tilt. I can't simply reach in and take the key. Bandage? To what purpose? Fire axe? Perhaps this will serve as a lever. There we go. A lever. Oh. Oh. Here's the key. Captain Henry Taylor. Rest in pieces, buddy. Rest in bloody pieces. Jeez. A lot unsaid about this story. Oh dear. Eye key. There's a lot of these eyes. The eyeliner and the eye key. IKEA. I don't know why you didn't just do that in the first place. Use eye key with cage. There we go. Key probably wasn't gonna work. At last. Whoops. No, it deserves something more dramatic. What? At last, naked and exposed, This foul thing has caused me to lose sleep for the past 8 months. Goodbye. You spawn of insanity. Quiet now. I'm coming home, Helena. Only let me hear your voice one last time. All that you held most dear, you will leave behind you. And you will come to learn how bitter as salt is the bread of exile. Dante Paradiso. This game was developed as part of the Indie Speedrun of 2013. And the game decided to close itself out after I completed it. But a couple interesting things about the game files. It actually has... It's a really short game, in case that wasn't obvious. And it's quite obvious why it's only a one-time playthrough, but that got really deep really quickly. The Franklin expedition that it's... The Lost Franklin expedition that it's based on is quite an interesting tale, so I would... they got some stuff on Wikipedia, but I'm sure there's more to it than what they share on there, so it's definitely worth a look. But there's also a letter included with the game files. On the 22nd of December, 1903. Okay. Dearest Helena, my love, by the time the Royal Mail ship makes her way from Port Adelaide to London, by the time your soft hands hold this letter, a new year will be long since begun, and I will be at the very bottom of the world. I shall long for you that day, as I long for you now. I know what pain my absence brings. I know you cannot understand the hunger that drives me to leave your side. But, my love, I swear to you, this grand adventure shall be the last. By the time you read this, I will have drunk life to the lees. Drunk life to the bees? To the lees? I'm pretty sure that's an L. Drunk life to the lees. My hungry heart will be satisfied, and I will need journey no more. We shall be together again, and shall not be parted. Until my return, I remain sincerely, passionately, your devoted Sergeant Errant, Stephen. Well, shit. This game is quite an interesting trip. It's short and sweet and bitter all at once. It went into a lot of directions that I was kind of expecting it to go, but was hoping it wasn't. But interesting nonetheless. So, probably in a similar respect to what happened with the Franklin expedition, this sailor, Stephen, was probably on some expedition with Captain Taylor on the ship Elysian? Something like that. And got stuck somewhere either very far north or very far south, and Stephen was driven to cannibalism to survive, including eating his own captain. And no longer caring for the rescue. I'm actually really curious as to what that wireless telegraph was saying, because there was definitely a message there, but I'm not sure what it was exactly. I'm not terribly great with Morse code, so I don't know. I'll translate it and see if I can get something that makes sense. And this game didn't have a lot on the surface, but it had a lot going on in the story itself that kind of came out of the woodwork, so to speak. So, yeah, I'll see you when I have that translated, and then we can really piece everything together and see exactly what was going on with this whole thing. Okay, so according to what I've found online, unfortunately, the message from the Morse code is actually gibberish. That was supposed to be touched up at some later point, but they unfortunately never got around to it, which is sucky, to be honest. I mean, I think that would have been an interesting tidbit of backstory, just some extra flavor for the environment. I was thinking that it was going to be a message like, "We're coming for you. We know where you are. Help is on the way," or something like that. Tell us your position. But I don't know. But Salt was a very interesting game, short and sweet, like I said. And yeah, apparently Wormwood Studios is coming out with another game, and at some point in the future, it's another point and click with a interesting backstory. But they haven't put out much beyond that. But they have two other mini games that they put out. One of which is single-handedly made by one of their people on the team, and the other is a very short but multiple choice kind of game that I might be checking out. So, hope you guys enjoyed Salt. I certainly did, although it was really confusing and some of the logic was a little rough around the edges. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at Salt, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, everyone, have a wonderful day. Bye.